Hiya Brenda, another great session. Just to recap on the work that we did, we spent quite a little bit of time working on the positioning of your club face when we're talking about the shot that was going low and left. And if we look here, down on the main screen on the left, we can see there's your target line. And then here we have your leading edge and its relationship to that target line. And we can see now that, bearing in mind the golf ball will start in the general direction that the golf club is pointing, we can see now that we're going to get a lot of shots starting left of our intended target line. And because the club face is closed and pointing left, the angle on the club face is also de-lofted, so we're taking loft off, making it very difficult to hit the ball straight, making it very difficult to get the ball up in the air. As a result of that, we tend to do a lot of compensating on the through swing. In particular, that scooping action, we go looking for the loft, the body weight moves back, and we start to throw the club head at the ball, trying to get some loft back on the golf club. We then talked about your maintaining of the angles through the backswing, and one of the things that we stood out was that a good player tends to swing around a fixed point. Now, I know we've looked at it from face on before, but the ability to stay on that fixed point allows you to maintain the angle at which you're bent forward at address. So you can see there in his set-up position, that player's bent forward, and throughout his swing he pretty much just turns around that inclination to the ground. You're only able to do that if you stay more centered here, so that still needs a little bit of work on. The player who has the ability to stay centered will also have the ability, there's no guarantee, but will have a much better ability to maintain the angles here when viewed from down the line. But your main thing from today's session was working on that positioning of the club face. Ideally, what we see here is we see the toe end of the golf club, this bit here, in front of the heel of the golf club. And one of the thoughts I gave you was to do the opposite, get the heel of the golf club in front of the toe of the golf club, so that we get the club a little bit more open at setup, get some loft back on the club face, and let's get that ball up in the air. Good luck with it, and I'll speak to you again in a few weeks' time. Well done.